Secrets of the Chinese Shadow Puppet Behind the Shadow Screen by KaelaCShadowPuppets. World Cultures, Period 2. The art of shadow puppetry began in Huashan, about 80 miles east of Shan, the cosmopolitan city of the Silk Roads. The first shadow puppeteer was a minister who created a shadow puppet out of paper and put on a show for the emperor to help the emperor get over the loss of his wife. Shadow puppeteers, or the people who put on shadow plays, studied for 3 years to become masters in the art. They performed in troupes of about 3 to 9 people. Shadow puppets were originally made out of paper, almost like statues, and then they began to make them out of animal hides and leather. This made them easier to transport along the Silk Roads because they were less likely to be destroyed, rather than paper, which can be easily destroyed. Shadow puppets were painted with vibrant, plant-based dyes. Originally, the dyes were not seen through the screen from which the play was shown, but over time they developed ways so that the colors could be seen through the screen. On the Silk Road, practically all shadow puppeteers carved their own puppets. Each puppet could have 12 to 24 movable joints. Puppeteers made their own puppets to ensure the quality and the best possible puppet for their plays. Shadow puppets, used in shadow plays, performed at special ceremonies and events. They were also used to pass down traditions and to entertain the community, especially the children. Shadow plays, involving shadow puppets, were performed at theaters, weddings, and special events. The plays performed were made to fit the theme of the event. The art of shadow puppetry contributed to cultural diffusion in a few simple ways. The art form, as many other arts, was carried along the Silk Road and hit off primarily in the European countries. It also carried some of China's history with it, as the plays were used to tell the cultural values. Shadow puppetry was important to the history and culture of the Silk Roads and the world for many reasons. The shadow plays performed by puppeteers using puppets carried history and life lessons. Through the plays, history and knowledge of other countries was carried to many other countries. Stories from China were adapted to countries in Africa and Europe, creating a huge loop of people sharing history together, whether they knew it or not.